Does anyone want to play 24XX?
Ooh. Yeah.
24XX?
Starring Vin Diesel.
Previous session, you guys were contracted by the Hollow Vein, a kind of secretive organization who are basically out there trying to undermine the corporate overlords that are the Nix Corporation, NYX. Sorry, Nix Consortium. My earbuds are out of sync just slightly, and it is making my head hurt. Hold on one second. And in so doing, you were contracted to get a device called the Lazarus Drive. You weren't really sure what it was. They weren't either. And you found out that it was far more than just a piece of hardware that holds some data. You learned that the Lazarus Drive is a hub. To use networking terms, a hub or a switch of sorts that is a major interconnect, a major node for their blood net, what they call the blood net, a way of jacking into the net. It's a hybrid, bio digital interface, a la Neuralink, that interconnects people at the speed of thought, all across the globe. It is under Hollow Veins feeling that there's something very nefarious going on with all of this. They do not believe Nix Consortium is fully honest with everybody in how all of this works and what effects it could have on people and those who use it. Regardless, they have rolled it out across the globe, the country and the globe, quite extensively. Anyway, you guys learned that it's some crazy flesh and blood monstrosity thing that they are feeding organs in order to keep it running. In so doing, you shut it down, that particular node you found, causing a major outage across the city. You guys did not feel any remorse for the activity, and the Hollow Vein rewarded you accordingly. You learned, as part of that job, that they were being fed organs by an organization called, colloquially referred to as the Red Market, a syndicate, a group of individuals who are organ harvesters. Oftentimes, whether the harvestee is alive or dead. So we will start the setting with you guys, a course at a diner, a space diner, a future space diner, eating space eggs Benedict in a space booth. But I want to give you guys an opportunity either to converse with one another, talk about what happened if you so desire, or ultimately ask me questions to move the plot along however you guys may wish. I have some stuff planned, but I'm not 100% sure where you guys might want to go, and we can deal with that. But I'm kind of curious, you as players, how you would interpret this news. You wouldn't have, there have been suspicions, like rumors had swirled around Nix Consortium and what was going on with BloodNet, and that they weren't telling the whole truth. And I'm kind of curious how you as players, as characters, would react to that news. I ask Raze, you are a cybernetic being. You're a droid. To know that there are true bio Neuralink capabilities, the symbiosis of, digital and biological, how would that make you feel? Like, to know that that this thing could have a soul or something?
Well, for Rays, this is intriguing. because he's like an outdated Android model.
Mm-hmm.
So his algorithm is a little slower. It glitches a little bit because now, it's like an operating system, right? How many have come out? How many Android models have come out? Kind of like the Alien, whatever Ash was. Then now it had Lance Henriksen was the update. So I was thinking about this too, and like he's an older system. Everything from his intelligence, whatever his intellectual capacitors on
Cybernetic
down.
brain.
Right. So at one time he was state of the art. Now he's
Absolutely.
not.
I was
and also,
too.
we all
Making a dumb joke. I apologize.
And it's also too now. I was thinking about this today. Like, what is his power system?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what makes him run? So, kind of flopping around ideas, and then went into the writers' room and traded some ideas. So, which I came with a very interesting thing, named it the Hemovolt Lattice. It was kind of a hybrid power system for early synth models like him. So he operates on voltaic plasmids. So like a
electric blood.
Yeah. And I was like, I got to do blood because we had the blood mode. I was thinking about the previous game. And so he's got to drink this kind of dense synthetic biofluid that circulates through his body like a nervous system, carrying both electrical charge and self-repairing nanites. So to repeat it. But
how often does he have to drink that?
See, I don't know. I guess
Up.
Yeah, he's got to top up. The problem is, and I figured when I saw Doug's character sheet, I was saying, how did Doug get a character sheet? He's smart. I'm not. So I was just looked at the sheet real quick, and it says hindrance. Are there hindrances in this game, or is there some?
That's a very important thing to read on the
What page? Because
right above where you roll, within the rolling section. Advantage and disadvantage in this game, hindrance and helping, are special.
Oh, okay.
It seems like there's two different kinds of hindrances that the author mentions. There's one that's the rolling rule, and the other one is kind of something that we would call conditions in another game.
Okay.
Which are just applied descriptors of shit that sucks, probably.
Yeah.
But the rolling is...
Oh, so it's rolling...
They might not be They might not be connected.
Okay.
These might be two different things, and it's just weird the way the author wrote it.
Yeah.
But for the rolling hindrance, if you are rolling because you have some kind of disadvantage for whatever reason, you roll a 1d4.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
If you normally have a d12,
goes to a okay.
Goes to a d4. It sucks. Yeah, it's tough. It's extreme.
Okay. Only partial succeed with a D4. There's no way.
Yeah, exactly. You have a 50% chance of partially
okay.
succeeding.
Wow, I like
that. If you are being helped by circumstances, well, actually, you guys ran into this last week, didn't you? After I left. If you're working by yourself, you just roll an extra d6, so you get to roll 2 dice. If you're being helped by a person, they roll their skill, they roll their die, and you take the highest of the two, and they can get in trouble if things go wrong. And something that is not explicitly written here, but I found is kind of like secondarily inferred from the rules, is that you can be hindered and helped at the same time, depending on the narrative circumstances.
Oh. Okay.
So you can roll a d4 and a d6 at the same time, because you could be you could be hindered because someone broke both your legs. You could be helped.
Hinder people.
Yeah, you can be helped because you have a friend nearby that can help you,
drag you,
or you are able to get yourself into a sneaky position or something.
Oh, I like that.
So it's a narrative. They're kind of separate. They're not. It's not advantage or disadvantage like D&D. It's two separate concepts.
Awesome.
I don't know if any of that helps.
No, it does. It
helped me.
But then the word hindrance in italics is mentioned in other places, and I don't see how it really ties back to the rolling
Okay.
hindrance. It seems more like conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
we can interpret that as it comes up.
Yeah,
Awesome.
like in defense, they mentioned a brief hindrance in italics, but that is more just like breaking gear.
Yeah, or
The condition,
you're addled because you got punched in the face, or
yeah.
you're blind because someone blasted you in the eyes with a flashlight or something.
Mm-hmm.
Life is good.
Like,
Doesn't it just mean that basically if you turn that hit, then you get a hindrance for it? No, that is really
You could tie it. You could
weird.
tie it in like this. Narratively, someone kicks you in the knee, so your left leg is bum. Your left leg doesn't work well.
mm-hmm.
You will be hindered mechanically whenever you have to use your left leg to do something, running, kicking.
Yeah, that
That's
makes
where it
sense.
could be tied in. And but sometimes when we've played it in the other games, we don't really quite get to it. Well, I guess it kind of comes up naturally if you end up because you get hindered because narratively you got there.
Hmm.
But it's like not really a mechanical connection necessarily.
Yeah.
So, but we can do whatever we want. Michael can do whatever he wants, and he can make us do it.
Yeah. So
One more thing of housekeeping. I apologize, Brian. I'm interrupting you after I asked you to talk. Grace, I knew you were going to be annoyed with me not having enough room for notes. So there's like a little book looking icon at the top. And you should be able to, here, I can just show it to you.
The journal.
Yeah.
journal notes. Ooh.
And yeah, you can write all the notes you want. You can add images, PDFs,
I'm gonna say two things.
videos.
Okay. One, thank you. That's very sweet. Two, it doesn't meet the actual use case because the use case is having personalized information that I notice about my compatriots, and they can't read it because it's on, or they could, but they can't read it unless they look at my character sheet where I've taken my private notes about stuff I noticed about their characters. That's the whole use case for the notes section.
Well, I could create a private journal for you.
Oh. Well,
Hey, I want to be able to make fun of you guys in private. No, I don't. I won't take any notes. Don't worry about it. If I do, I'll
Won't take any notes.
it's not making fun, but I will admit sometimes it's also not flattering.
There you go. I have a Grace's notes in there now that only you should be able to see.
Fucking Ray's is such a stupid fucker. We should set him on fire.
Dear diary,
Kill him.
my cybernetics were acting up again.
Is it ethical to sell a Android for parts
Probably, right?
without their consent?
I mean, it depends if they have a soul or not, you know?
Yeah.
Who, I forgot, who is the de facto leader of this crew? Was it Whitney?
That
Whitney.
means
Yeah.
While you're pondering this over your space eggs, Benedict, what this means, kind of a background to all of this is, Whitney, you have been getting a deluge of messages from the Hollow Vein. That after your debrief, you told them that that the Lazarus drive isn't a bunch of data. It's a whole thing, right?
Mhm.
They are even more motivated with you guys. And after they heard that they were feeding it organs, and I believe it Ray's, someone did like an investigation type thing, and they uncovered that it looked like it was coming from like a particular part of the red market, or like a sector of the red market. One of you did something in last session. I don't remember what it was.
I failed. I tried to read it, but I messed up. So
Could have sworn. Go on. Sorry.
I was trying to. I was thinking for some reason it was one of my hacking things, but
yeah, I think so.
I don't. I can't remember if it was or not.
Yeah, there was something like you saw, like an itinerary, like a packaging list, like incoming and outgoing and stuff like that. And it kind of narrowed it down to the red market. They were acquiring organs from illegal means, is the long and short of it.
Yep.
And the Hollow Vein, Whitney, feels like this is they're gonna try to exploit this knowledge and find out. They basically want you to infiltrate the red market and try and get some logs from them. Basically, order processing logs so they can further the efforts in shutting down the blood net. They want to know where the organs are going, for lack of a better phraseology.
Where they're coming from?
Well, I think they kind of know where they're coming from. Well, they know the red market's providing them. They want to know where the red market's delivering them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Their thought is it will lead them to other facilities, similar to the one that you guys just
Yep.
destroyed.
Just raided.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did we just experience a place where the organs end up?
I think so. I think that's what he's implying.
We must have, because they feed them to it, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or at least one of the places that they end up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know where in the supply chain. The building we just were at.
That was
I wonder how
the-
far apart the hubs are.
It's a great question. And they don't know that either. Excuse me. Like I said, they had bad info ultimately on what was going on and where you guys, what they were expecting you guys to get. So,
Yeah. Oh, hey. Speaking of markets, though, did anybody spend their credits? Can we do that? Just a question. Because I did that, but I don't know if we actually narratively did that. So I'm asking.
I
Yeah,
did
go
the
for it.
same.
Okay, sweet.
I loaded up.
what do you guys do with your money now? Is it just upgrade?
Gear.
One.
Upgrades, gear.
I
Yeah.
see,
Yep.
yeah. Don't bother tracking microtransactions. Okay, cool. Yeah, that explains. And should we consider this stuff disposable ultimately from the game standards? That's why there's X's to destroy them and use them up? Or
I mean, or get them fixed.
yeah.
The X's are really like, to me, are if that's something you broke, that's how you indicate you broke it.
Okay.
Yeah, but some things do have more than one,
Yes.
I guess, HP. Like
I guess-
armor has three.
Yeah, like grenades and stuff. Okay. I can kick you guys and put you somewhere, or is there anything you guys want to research? Like if you are curious, your characters are curious about what's going on in the world at large, let me know. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I will-
actually,
go on.
in the vein of how far apart are they, I'd like to look into the outage and what's being reported about it, maybe, and see if that yields any helpful information. I don't know.
Yeah, you would. The newspapers, like there's newspapers. The online news that you get in the local sphere indicates that it affected approximately a 30-mile radius, generally centralized, because the news themselves are very wishy-washy about the specific pinpoint central location of it happened, but you can reckon that it was about 30-mile radius from the center, from the epicenter of where you guys were.
Sweet. Okay. That is a good indicator then.
Yeah.
And yes, I did spend my credits. I got armor and I got synth skin with active camouflage.
Nice. I did not get armor, but I got a collapsible sword.
There you go.
There you
Everybody needs
go.
a collapsible sword.
Do you know how to use a collapsible sword?
No, but she wanted to have something to poke things with, as
Okay.
well as her stunner.
Fair enough.
Basically, she didn't like how close everything was.
And not being able to do something about it.
Yeah. So she's not gonna get a pistol or a rifle, but a collapsible sword seems right up. You push it up against someone, you uncollapse it. Yeah.
That works.
How hard could it be?
Stick them with the pointy end and all that.
There you go. Pointy end goes away from you.
How are you in active communication with the Hollow Vein, Whitney?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe jumping to the chase a bit, but they recommend you check out a nightclub called the Meat Market.
Oh, that sounds fun. Great.
They believe they were able to track down some of the deliveries to originating from this area.
Perfect. Okay. I will relay to everybody that we've got a great date night lined up. We've got a club, sort of, the meat market.
Nice.
I don't know if Ray's would recognize the meat market or not. He is a promoter of swords.
He might. It depends. Is it reputable? He might
Depends
not.
on the reputation you're looking for.
Yeah, if it's high end, I would say probably not.
No.
But-
Yeah, I feel like the meat market is not high end.
It's
Oh,
not
then he
high
would-
end.
Just saying, there are
No.
some places that are a little more stylish, but yeah, if it's a low rent, he may. Yeah, he can. I would think he may know of it.
I don't know if this is a roll of raises or like a connections thing or something like that that he wants to research.
Yeah.
The meat market.
It'd be a D6. All right, because I'm stupid as a bag of hammers.
Just
This
press
stupid-
the play button.
Oh, that's it. It fixed it. I got to roll a D6. So what is it? Backslash.
Just press the play button on your character sheet. For connections?
Oh, I try to have it in there. You play, but I'm like Michael's making a joke, but I did
No,
put connections in
not
there.
even a little bit.
'Cause I'm an idiot. Woo-hoo.
Nice dice, first of all.
Thank you. So yes, I rolled a 4. Did I have the meat market? That sounds vaguely chummy.
Yeah.
So he'll go in his database, his working.
They used to run games. Or not games. They used to run like an underground boxing ring there.
Oh yes,
Under the meat market.
blood and viscera were
Using
staples of this place.
kind of noise of the club to mask the activities going on downstairs. But it's been a minute. It's been a minute since you were there, Rays. Years, if not maybe decades. I'm not sure how old you or your model is. I'm not, I dare not ask.
He's older, yeah, and he's worked for the Sundown, so it's been a while. Like he's not fully erased from their data banks, but he's not in contact with them, so he's kind of in this limbo.
And you mentioned Sundown was your kind of your agent. Your
Sundown Entertainment. Yeah, he was a promoter for them for probably about 10 years, and then he just became obsolete, and they just forgot about him because, right, big mega conglomco. He
fell between the cracks.
Yeah, exactly. That's where he is. He's literally between the cracks. That's why he's questioning. What am I to do? Who am I? So. wrestle with these
Perfect.
existential questions. So yeah. So it's been a while. Yeah, I would say that completely makes sense. That
How about Ash or Sitz? Do either of them know anything about the meat market?
I bet you.
Ash
Been there a
might.
couple times, maybe. I don't know.
I bet you Sitz knows about the meat market.
Yeah, I've been there.
Especially if that's where like some criminal activity, maybe looking for getting jobs and stuff happen.
Potentially, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
drink.
I could say it definitely is an infamous location.
Maybe
See you
Sitz
guys.
fought there one time. No?
Thought there?
Yeah. Did you get involved in pit fights?
I don't talk about that.
Oh.
It's a little private robot.
When we have that conversation, I'll pop my volcanic plasmid, but it's in like this little like glassine, and he'll crunch it, and then it's dyed like blood. And he'll just smile at Sitz like, okay, lick his teeth and
As you sit there like chewing on a little glass.
yeah, it's like ampule. Yeah, he's like, and it looks like blood. It's dyed red,
Okay.
probably, and he'll just smile at you. Righto. TMI.
Shards of glass in his fake teeth.
Yeah, whatever it is, like plasma ampule, you know. You can ingest that too.
The nanites feed on the glass.
Yes.
It's part of the repairing process.
It's delicious.
I'm told this is what raspberry tastes like.
Yes, it is. It's testy. It is testy. Also, real quick, since I'm being kind of a scooch, I
Whatever
took
Scooch is.
voice mimic as like an add-on, but of course I have to fuck with it since his algorithm's a little older and his system is not at peak. He'll just change he'll change the accent, might glitch up. So you'll be talking like, you know, Matt Berry, oh, I'm in New York City, and then just dovetail into, hey, so where are we going? So
You accent shift on accident, basically.
it
like
might
hiccups?
glitch. It might glitch up. So, just for shitty dumbass Brian flavor.
I like it.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ash and I guess Sitz, you may have had business at the meat market prior. I don't know if Ray's ever had business, but he knew it through reputation, history, and reputation.
Sure.
And I don't know about you, Whitney, whether or not you would have any. I'm not sure of your character. yet,
Any
on whether or not you would.
familiarity would have been passing. That is a vulgar place.
Mm.
A place to avoid probably would be how she knows it.
Just because I'm going to railroad you guys.
Woo-woo.
A bit of time passes, and you all find yourself being dropped off by the lift tuber to a scene. Neon is painting every surface, including the ground, as the water reflects it. With the dreary and the rain, the neon still manages to pierce through, along with the noise, that low rumble of bass. You can feel it like in your feet, in your bones as you get closer to the nightclub. Occasionally there'll be little little bursts of as the door opens and then closes. You can hear the crowd, the bursts of the noise from the crowd just in the building, just escape in those moments. It is truly, there is not a single fire code not being violated tonight at this establishment. You know, the bouncers are definitely doing their job. They're kicking out the uglies, and the pretty ones with lots of ladies are going in. What do you guys do? How do you've been told that you need to get into the back, basically, by the hollow vein. And, you know, Raze tells you that there are potentially areas underneath the club. How do you approach this as the Lyft Uber drops you guys off? And remember, this game's very narratively loose, so if there's some kind of like prep or anything you guys wanted to
Before we left,
rewind. Go on.
I would have hacked into their VIP list
Okay.
and gotten Whitney put on the VIP list with four guests, bodyguards, or 3 bodyguards.
Perfect. Give me a roll. Let's see how well you were able to tap into the.
Success!
Yeah, a quick little tinkle of the fingers. There's that Matrix moment where you just smashing away at the keyboard, and windows come up and pop down and pop up, and it says reservations, and you plug in 3 different names. You don't use real names, of course. You use a bunch of aliases, and I will make you guys come up with those on the spot in just a second.
I got a setback. I didn't realize that.
Well, I assume you don't want to sign up with your real names or the names that sensibly you get your bills under. But yeah, no problem. Easy peasy. You breeze right in, Ash. You're able to sign yourselves some reservations. How cocky are you? Do you go for the chef's table? The one that's already positioned in the back in the kitchen? Or do you get a VIP? The
No, he's probably VIP, like high-end VIP
bottle service. I think you call it.
Yeah. I don't think he would go for the chef's table. That would be a bit too on the nose.
Brazen.
For brazen. Yeah.
Especially if Ray Fiennes is at the chef's table. Don't want to go.
So you guys walk up, all balls, right? You don't fucking care. You're on the list. You're VIP.
Yeah.
Do you look like it?
I certainly look like somebody who has some degree of money. I've got nicely tailored suits on, just the one on. And my hair is all curly and pretty. I don't know. I probably have some nice jewelry, and I definitely have swagger, like I belong wherever I go.
For some reason, you have to have like a slit all the way up your dress, right? All the way to your hip. I think that's required for the femme
I don't
fatale
wear
look.
dresses.
Oh, no dresses. A lovely pantry.
They're also slit all the way up to the hip. Both legs.
Yes.
So
Blousy.
3 of you can look like
This is the
bodyguards. Who's your
future.
date?
Yeah.
What does your date look like?
I have a date.
Oh, wait, no, there's not 5 of you. There's no PJ here. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, PJ. PJ was a date and he stood her up, man.
No, I'm here for the pit fights or whatever.
That's right.
We gotta go down.
So they check you in one
See
by
some
one.
bloodshed.
What are your guys' aliases?
Tiffany
Whitney, what-
Tompkins.
Stephanie Tompkins?
Tiffany Tompkins.
Tiffany Tompkins.
Yeah, I made it my character sheet name, so it's easy to see.
Oh, okay.
I'm in character.
There you go. You lost your face frame thing. You have no picture anymore for some
what?
reason.
I never had one that I saw. But
Have I?
I don't-
swear
I did
set
see
yours.
one there at one point.
I swear I set your picture.
I saw one
I
there.
just remember being mocked about how it would look wrong, and then I never got to see it. That's what I remember.
It's right there.
But I didn't say anything. I didn't want to make a big deal.
Now is it showing?
Yeah.
Not for me, but I don't care.
I bet you were in it and you overwrote it when you close it. It's overwrote. Don't worry about it. Close your sheet real quick. I want to see what happens. And
okay.
it disappears. Yeah, you overwrite it. Give me 1 second. I just said it. Do you have it closed right now?
It's closed.
Okay. There you go.
There.
Now you can open
Okay.
it.
I see me now. Very nice.
Asynchronous communication. How beautiful. Anyway. So, Tiffany, what's this for? Oh. Did somebody press enter on their sheet? It's a bug where it interprets an enter as rolling a die. Yeah. That's my fault. You walk in. It is exactly as described. Like as the door opens, like a wave, the noise hits you. The music, the DJ, everything all at once. The vibrations rattling through your feet all start to make sense as you breach the wave of noise as you enter the club. It is exactly as you imagine it. It is a meat market. There is flesh everywhere, exposed and unexposed. The colors, the glitter, the lights. There's a laser show going on stage. It is overstimulation. It is stimulation all the way to 11, and you are slowly escorted. Slithered through this sea of people towards one of these little alcoves that has been roped off, and an attendant pulls it open for you guys, gestures you, all three of you in, takes a drink order. Do you have is there anything I can bring you guys?
She orders something expensive.
A
The guards
Magnum.
can't drink on duty.
You order this massive bottle, a Magnum of champagne, and she says she will be right back, and she pulls this privacy screen over the booth. You can kind of see out of it, considering the light and the dark and everything going on. You can kind of see the crowd, but the crowd can't really see well in on you. At most, they can see moving of shadows and things. And you guys are now deep in the heart of the club as the music blares in your ears, and you guys are sat here at the table. What is your approach? What do you guys, in this moment of respite, not really, but in this quiet moment, air quotes, in the booth, what is your next move?
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to stand up, just kind of give a look to Ash. Is that you, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm listening. I can hear you. I'm just getting tea. I'll be right back.
I was going to give a quick look to Ash, which he knows what it means, and I was going to go up and stand over by the curtain, by the edge of the curtain, scanning the room and the crowd, and then open fire. Just start opening fire. Yeah. Grenades, RPGs, you name it. I got it.
Well, you look, Ash throws a grenade past your head.
Just ran. You don't even look to where it goes. You just
just launch it out there.
Nice.
Boom.
Once everybody's dead, then we can walk around the club.
Right?
Makes it so much more convenient, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no sneaking required.
Kill all the bad guys, then there's no one to get in your way, and it's quiet and relaxing.
Quiet.
Yeah. Once they're done gurgling.
Yeah, once they're done gargling. Then you just put in some earbuds and listen to music.
Mm.
So
Actually, Raze, can you just turn your ears off?
Yeah. Well, Ray's just went into sleazy promoter mode because he changed his synth skin. I have programmable skin. So he would, when he got a look, he changed like to match the vibe inside. So I would think his skin tone would reflect who's here, or maybe stand out just a tiny bit, maybe some tattoos, generated on his face, his hands.
Oh, I thought you looked like a Daft Punk robot. No.
Oh no! You with the helmet.
Sorry, go.
And so he would react his skin accordingly, to fit in more.
Okay.
And he would. Sitz just went to scan the room. Rays would do the same. Just to see if he sees anybody that he recognizes, or get, if anybody he recognizes any of his connections, or just see where things are going, and see if he has to ingratiate himself into the hierarchy of the place. That's what he's going to look at.
Okay.
He's like,
since you didn't actually attack, that was some kind of daydream fantasy, you throwing the grenades into the crowd, or
Yeah, he's in his head.
That was an intrusive thought.
Kill them all.
I thought
Kill
so.
them all.
We all have them from time to time.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Kill them
All universe.
Kill them all.
Like plan.
What'd you say,
Plan
Bobby?
B.
Plan B.
That's plan G.
Yeah. That's more like plan A.1.
Yeah.
8.1. That's a good number.
We're this close. We're just a hair's breadth away from that plan. So we'll see how it goes.
Through the veil sits, you can see that there are security here and there. It's pretty loose, but there's some bulky looking guys dressed in all black that are not dancing or otherwise look like they're here to party. They're clearly here as security that you're able to spot. 5 or 6 dotted around this massive
Is there any
facility.
hidden security like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse?
There's a guy drinking coffee at the bar.
Cooler?
I don't know. I don't know if that's survival or what.
Survival time.
Or it could just be a D6. I'm just asking.
Yeah, go ahead. Probably the easy. I didn't really think about this. Probably the easiest way to roll a standard D6 is to select one of your skills, set it to a D6.
I set one to miscellaneous and have
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, just roll it that way.
That makes sense.
Did it work? No.
Do it again.
You gotta press the plus button or the plus button. The
Does it have
Play
to be on a skill where I wrote a word down?
shouldn't no. Although we'll see.
I'm gonna do this off of. I'm gonna change my shooting down to D6, which it's not.
Oh, what is it?
It's D8.
Oh, you can leave it as D8.
I know. I just wanted to. If it actually, it's not roll. Nothing's rolling.
That's weird.
Oh my!
there it
Except the
goes.
first one.
That was me. I was like, oh,
Okay,
well, it
Chris,
worked for me. I don't know.
I thought it was perfect. I such a
I'm so
roll,
sorry.
and then
You
you
can
rolled a
have my
D6,
roll.
and I'm like a D8, and I'm like, wow, it's really not working right. Yeah, mine nothing rolls.
Odd.
I'm gonna try this one.
Maybe it's because I'm using roll 20. I'm not.
Oh my God! Another. Jesus, you guys.
You're using a
Oh,
lot.
there he goes.
Right?
I rolled for him, but
Oh.
you rolled a 5. Seemed to
take
work
it.
fine.
Okay, you're saying it seems to work fine. Let me see if I believe you.
The rest of them were able to roll something.
So when you said the play button, you mean that sideways triangle.
Yes.
Yeah.
They shake when I touch them with my mouse. That sounded gross. But all they do is wiggle.
Better sanitize that mouse.
Really? Because I can click them a bunch.
Can anyone else click on my character sheet and see if it works?
I'm doing it just fine.
You're the special person because you.
That's fair.
Let me see.
Yes,
Somebody just did.
that would me. You can tell because the dice were yellow.
Yeah, I just rolled the D12 on yours.
Should I refresh?
And I got
Maybe.
you a
I
disaster.
have no
Use
idea
that
why it
roll.
isn't working for you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, go ahead and roll Control Shift R.
Okay, let's try this again.
Come on, dog.
You even get to see the success. It pulses in and out when you get it. I don't even notice it. It animates in and out.
And I can even look down on my glasses too.
There's so much CSS chicanery going on in here right now. It's kind of funny.
Now it seems to be working. It reset all my scores.
That's probably my fault for having your sheet open and then closing it.
No, that's fine.
No, because I'm gonna reset it again. But you'll have to.
Okay, well,
As long as
do
you,
whatever
as long
you need
as
to
you
do.
close it last, everything's fine.
Okay.
So what we
Because
got.
it basically just saves the form every time you close the window. It's a default behavior. I can probably prevent it, but
Okay, somebody just officially roll me a d6. Let's see where we end up.
okay, you can.
No, god damn it! Stop saying it that way. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go, you rolled
I
a 5.
am a winner. I am a winner.
It even did a pulsing success.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I didn't know it could do that.
You know,
I
Got new
like
technology,
Foundry
baby. Um,
We're all jacked in now.
yeah,
I'm
you do. You
switching
notice that there
sides.
do seem to be some. I'm not sure. Right, security is the right word. What you notice is that there seems to be 2 different individuals that look like they're actually very attractive. They clearly have, they're in the full regalia. They're the they're peacocking for sure, and they're going through the crowd, and they seem to be very selective. You notice that they are seducing, charisma-ing people.
Rizzing as
Rizzing, modern
Riz would say,
vernacular.
yeah.
Rizzing, they rizz them up.
And
And then they take them back and give them the skibbity toilet.
what does that mean?
I'm not 100% sure, but I said it just to make everybody cringe.
All right.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked. It worked.
No. But what you notice is that they're rizzing them up, and they take them in the back into the kitchen area, in those double doors, right? Employee only, the double doors. They take them back there, and the 2 individuals will return to the meat market. But the people that they went in there with, the ones that they just rizzed, do not return with them. The rizzed do not return.
Ooh.
I'm gonna nod to Raze and Ash just to come over.
I'll walk over to him.
What's up, baby?
I'll
Talk to me, baby.
Yeah, please talk to me, baby. What do you need?
I'll look down and I'll just be like, that one and that one.
Oh.
People are disappearing. They're doing it.
Is there anything about your demeanor that they're just still dripping Riz, or is there other?
Are they covered in blood? Or-
Yeah, are they disheveled in any way? Like,
Oh, no. Quite the opposite. I mean, these are...
okay,
They're hot, right? They are...
but like their accoutrement is not like out of whack. Like, if they had some kind of.
No, they look like everyday partygoers.
But when they came back out, they still look
traditional
the same.
meat market clientele, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. When they come out from the double doors, they still look put together, dripping
Yes,
Riz.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Whatever they did in style.
Are they? Do they look like? Does it look like they're going after somebody else?
Oh.
Going after somebody else, how? What do you mean? Sorry.
Same way. Say like trying to riz the next person up. Trying to figure out if they're actually killing people or if they're taking certain people to a different spot, and there's a bunch of people.
Are they harvesting their organs
Like,
for the big?
I don't know, or getting filtering down the large group to a smaller group that can then be sampled to see if they're worthy of having organs harvested?
This is slightly turning me on, I have to say.
I guess I'm not 100% sure what you're asking.
Are they getting new victims?
Yeah.
100%.
Are
They
they-
come out. They. I apologize. Yes, 100%. It seems like they go in. They got they take them to the back and they come right back out. Like 3 minutes later, they'll come right back out and repeat. They'll riz somebody up. They'll find somebody who just came in. They'll riz them up. They'll buy them a drink or talk to them for 2-3 minutes. Put the real schmooze on. Come on really hard. Grab their thigh. Lay it on thick. And then they, lure them to the back. Over and over again.
I mean, who wants to go down and try to get taken?
Yeah, you're the pretty one.
You're the pretty one.
I'm not sure the boss would do it, but
No.
you two.
All
They
right.
could try. Because where are they going to find me? They might be in for a surprise.
Yeah, I'm not sure Ray's is the
You know-
right kind of.
Yeah.
Rays, you
Mark.
look human.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, then Rays can do it.
That might be ideal.
Okay,
Yeah.
do most people could actually think you're human, or you just look at and most people are like fucking robot?
Well, that's a great question. I think now that I have the programmable skin, I think it blunts that because I was an older model, so you could probably tell that he's an android. He's like, yeah, probably. Now with the programmable skin, it's not as obvious. You got to look like, is he human or android? I don't know. So I think I could pass. This lighting, I have like I said, my skin to match the clientele here, maybe whatever shade to do it or tattoos, or facial, to reflect the people here. So to blend in more. But here's the thing, another quick dumb question. I chose reinforced frame. So it says bulky. Am I a little bit bigger?
Probably
The
heavy.
first thing that popped into my head was Kingpin from Marvel.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah, I did to me too. Yeah, exactly. I did.
It could just mean you have a very dense frame.
Yeah.
Really?
Whereas you weigh 500 pounds and floors will bend under your weight, or
You can
cars.
only have one bulky item unless you have.
Uh-oh.
There's something that actually you can get that'll actually allow you to carry more.
No, I don't care. I just figured he'd have a if he was a fight promoter, probably let's take some shots at this guy, the promoter. So he probably got banged up a little bit. So yeah, let's reinforce him. Our investment, right? That's what I thought in my head.
What's that under?
Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous.
Plus one bulk. Yeah, so you can carry another bulky item.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just want to see how it would fit because I feel too dense or maybe a little thicker because they're probably when he was in the fight pits promoting these blood sports, he always would try to get knocked. They would knock him around. It was part of the thing. It's fuck with
Part
the
of
promoter.
the show, beat up on the poorly robot.
Yeah. So
Well, you could appear big, or you
Yeah.
don't have to, or
No.
be big.
I'd be like bulky, big, but not like Kingpin. But
Mhm.
Sizable enough. All right. Bye. Do you want me to go in and see what's going on behind there?
You and Ash should go.
Oh, all right.
I think so.
Yeah, let's see what we
I'll
can
go down
find
and
out.
try
We'll
and
just
get.
we'll just sit here ignoring the boss.
All right. Ash, let's go. Come on. And he'll,
I was assuming we're attempting to get them to take us as victims, not
Yeah.
just going back. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll go
Are
down.
Are you going to communicate in some way back, or is the intent for you to just sort of sneak out somehow after they
I guess
restrain you or chloroform you or whatever?
I thought we'd follow him in.
I'm kind of hoping that Ray's
I'll go in.
get chloroformed as easily.
or I'll just go. Then you
I'll
could-
go. I was going to go.
Oh, okay. No, if
Yeah.
we want to go together, all right.
I'm hoping I can catch them once we get past the back room and stuff. I hope we can catch them before they
Yeah.
actually stick me with something. I'm not drinking anything.
Yeah, he's not drinking
So-
anything either. Yeah.
I am prepared for them to attempt to do something.
Well, I could communicate with our vid links. Like we have the vid link. I have the AI jack. I have the cranial jack with
Yeah,
the
and
AI
Ash-
assistant.
Ash probably has like an earpiece in.
We probably all live with earpieces and stuff.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you probably could dial
Yeah.
into my Wi-Fi. You could dial into my Riz.
So, Raze,
you know what I'm saying?
approach the corner of one of their 4 different island bars
Okay.
plotted around this huge party space. And you approach kind of one of the middle one, for lack of a better visual. One that that they've been kind of hovering around,
Right.
regularly dipping the ink, so to speak. And so you place yourself there at the edge. For me, I assume that you don't necessarily wait for them to come to you, but maybe come on to them as they approach. How does, maybe not, how does Raze approach this situation? Let me ask Raze that.
Okay. Are they there? Are they milling about?
Yeah, you see them milling over. You see that they're making their way back towards this island, this large island bar that they're perched at. They're maybe 3-4 bodies away, but you definitely see that they're making their approach.
I think he's going to go a little cool. He's not just going to go and be completely cocky, because they could just be like, yeah, whatever. We have our picking. So he's just going to slide in there again, like one of them, moving to the gyrating, thumping beat, because he's got some moves. He has his slick promoter suit on. We tapered it down, though. It's not so flashy, but he's got this shirt open a little bit.
Give me the Riz roll. I'm not sure what you want it to be.
Yeah,
Give me the
I
Riz
want to.
roll.
I'm gonna slick Raise move. I just put this on here, so
It's,
let's do the slick Raise. That would be. Oh, can I deception? Would that be
Sure.
something? Like just fake Riz it, look it out, and like, oh, how you doing? Nice. What are you doing in this place?
I think I'd be persuaded to this being a bit of deception.
Oh, that's a 7 success.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh,
you're
I just
firing
focused
all
on one of them.
cylinders.
One that meets my gaze, locks in, and I'm like laser focus, like.
Not a glitch in sight, Raze. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
on
Fire.
You are.
I think I had the
yeah, on
nanite
fire.
cocktail
Mhm.
before.
Exactly. She even comments, "I swear that there's just a glitter in your smile. It's probably little shards of glass."
Yeah. And I look like
I
I just
but
fell from the stars, baby.
Would you care to come to the back with me? I'm sure to make it worth your while. And she winks at you and grabs at your thigh. I don't know what you're packing, Raze. What are you packing?
Wouldn't you like to?
Are
gotta
you?
go back this
I don't
week.
know how Data puts it in fully. Whatever, I can't remember what he says.
Functional.
Fully functional.
I would think, yeah. I think so. Probably could use some updating, but yeah.
Let me put my erect one on. We
Hang
spray
on.
that in.
1 second, please.
It's got a set screw, I gotta say.
Yeah, I would say probably fully anatomically correct.
She ushers you back. It seems like even the guards are in on it. They make room for them, push people apart a little. It seems so easy for them to usher you towards the employee door.
Is Ash behind me, or are you doing like a
I was
I'm not
can
sure.
I,
What is Ash up to?
can I try and
Yeah.
stealthily slip
Give it
in
a try.
behind them?
Excuse me. Man, you guys are all on fire tonight.
Till 9:30.
Using probably my active camouflage is probably coming into play here.
I'm curious, how do you envision that coming into play? I kind of figure you can just be in the crowd as long as you aren't like yelling and being conspicuous. I figure you could make your way towards.
Like,
But
make
how-
my
how
way
do you
towards, but
envision
to
this?
slip past the guards, it's probably changing to more be like the background.
Okay.
Maybe so I blend into the wall a little bit more.
Perfect.
Because I'm trying to go behind the guard as he's looking at them go through. It's kind of my thought.
So Rays, I'm not. Maybe there's that je ne sais quoi. You can feel that Ash is definitely in your wake.
Okay.
He tends to be a shadow more than anything, and so
He
you
knows
just
I would have
kinda-
said something if I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
be.
Perfect. As the flaps close behind you, Rays, and you push into the dark back. At first appearance, it looks effectively like a stock warehouse. There's like racks and racks of alcohol, various grades of booze, top shelf, bottom shelf, and everything in between. But she continues to usher you further and further, 4, 6, 8 racks back, and you see the more double doors, and it's very dark back here. It seems like the light is a little dimmer at the end of this. For lack of a better term, it becomes very dingy, and in these side doors, you see this kind of. It's hard for you to place it. It looks like almost steam or fog wafting from these double doors. You see someone milling about. Then suddenly, kind of pulling from the shelves, from between the shelves there, 2 guys jump out at you, Rays. And I suppose
I didn't
Ash
know
would
this
see
was going to be
too.
a foursome.
Exactly.
I'm not that kind of man. I do have some principles, and they jump at me. How? And I'm like, oh, I gotta defend myself. Like aggro jumping out, or
Oh yeah, they're jumping you. Yeah, this is
okay.
thuggish behavior to the.
Just for a moment, I'm just double checking. Is part of the seduction, or
No, they grab at you. They grab
Okay.
at your arms, and they are clearly trying to subdue you.
okay? Can I, as they do that, are these shelving as I was passing? Is there any more around me, like with boxes and stuff, or no?
Any more what? Bad guys?
Shelving, like
shelving.
like we had stacks of things, like whatever kitchen utensils or
There's
storage.
definitely still some shelves and stuff. Yeah, it's mostly alcohol stock of boxes of Bacardi
Wine.
mixers, this, that, and the other things. Yeah, fifths and handles and handles and handles of.
So I'm gonna,
booze.
as they grab at me, I'm gonna try to rip down the shelves of booze and topple them on them.
Okay.
Subtle.
As they're like, "Ooh, don't touch these fine threads."
Don't touch these fine threads. I'm not sure what role that might be.
Probably just a D6 because I don't have anything. It's not read people, deception. So, I guess a D6.
Yeah, regular old D6.
Slick raise move. Here we go. I knew that was going to happen. I had a feeling.
They grab you.
Ah.
They push you down, Rays.
Oh, me, sir,
And the
you
young
ruffian.
lady says, "Oh, darling, they always fight." And she,
I walk up behind her,
okay,
and I as I'm walking up, I draw my pistol and put it to the back of her head,
okay.
and I'm like, Let him go.
Well, give me another stealth roll as you make your way towards during this kerfuffle.
You better do what my boyfriend says.
Oh shit! Oh, step back. Okay,
Ooh, maybe not.
Could have been worse.
right.
Unhand me, you ruffians. I'm gonna like make a cacophony of cusses. Unhand me. Don't touch me. Consent.
Okay. It's more of a hostage situation now. You have her. But your presence is obviously known, and they have Ray's, and they've figured out Ray's isn't human by this juncture. And they're threatening in the same way that you are threatening her life. They're threatening Ray's cybernetic life. Grabbing, I want to imagine maybe Ray's has a different place for this, but in the same, like, if anybody watched Altered Carbon and the stacks in the back of their neck, that kind of thing. Like, you have a memory module in the back of your head at the base of your neck.
Sure.
And if it is crushed, destroyed, or otherwise erased, you no longer exist. It is the closest thing you as an android have to a soul.
Right.
That was
I'll
such
go
a good
for it.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So over the mic, Whitney, Tiffany, and or who's the other person in our party?
Lefty.
50?
Sits.
That's yeah.
Doesn't he go by Lefty though? Did I make that
Left
up in my
foot,
head?
lefty.
No, Lefty was what he was saying. He goes by last time.
He got the sits.
You hear this over your guys' mics, over the earphones, over your earbuds. How do you guys react? I place you guys still back at the table, at the VIP table.
They're just bringing pigs in a blanket now. Shit.
Excuse me.
Well, I had been thinking that our best way to get back there might actually be a parallel of what they did, and maybe I would try and get caught and he could slip in. Just based on how that went pretty smoothly for them, and I couldn't think of another way back. But if there's a kerfuffle going on, then I don't know if we have time for that really. So
Are there guards? Is there a guard or guards at the door that to go to the back?
Yeah, and I want to say that you notice pretty quickly that a bunch of them all of a sudden seem to be listening to their own earbuds very closely.
How many are there?
I think my original quote was 6, a half dozen.
At the back door or just in the room?
Just roaming around the.
Who's at the
general
door that
stage.
goes to the back?
There's only one guy there who
Perfect.
who stands at the employee door.
I'll just follow me, follow me, Whitney, please. And
follow.
I will walk up to that guy like I'm a little bit drunk, and I'll kind of stumble kind of towards him and into him, and kind of put my arm on his shoulder, like, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And when I say "what's up," he's got my pistol in his belly, but it's covered over by my body, and I'm like, "We got to go in the back right now."
That sounds like an intimidation roll to me.
Did I tell you what my gun is?
Is it big? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not that big. It's big for a pistol. It's a Stank. The brand is Stank, the make. And
I put some stank on it.
But it's Stanch. It's space German.
Space
Stonk.
Stonk.
I had a kind of a picture of it. It's a bull smasher model. It's designed to basically shoot something like a shotgun slug.
Mm-hmm.
But it explodes and does not. It won't penetrate through a person so that it won't hit somebody else. But it will absolutely destroy the person that it hits.
Destroy them, like kill them, or punch them, like it turns into a pancake and punches them in the chest or something.
No, like it removes 20 to 30% of their body.
Oh, so it is fully lethal. Understood.
Yeah, but it's like what do they call it? Frangible ammunition. It just basically breaks apart, and it won't hit anybody else. It just wrecks the person that will hit.
yeah, like all the little shrapnel chunks spin around in your body and turn you into hamburger on the inside.
Yeah,
it's fun
big
fun
and
stuff.
super powerful.
Humans are super good at mutilating other humans.
Yeah. I just wanted to find a picture of it.
Yeah, this
stunk.
will put some stunk on you.
He recognizes the weapon. It puts a little sweat on his brow, but
I just threw it up in Discord.
oh, what are those?
Yeah, and I got a roll for it
rhinos
too.
or whatever. I've seen these things. These are
Yeah. Intimidation.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And begin.
He intimidates right back as you see 3 of his compatriots begin to swarm towards you guys. Whitney, I'm not sure what you may or may not be able to do, but the spotlight has turned to you for the moment.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the situation is basically we've come into the back room with the devastatingly horrifying to use sounding pistol shoved into the one guy's belly.
Stunk
And-
full special.
Yeah,
Space
the one.
stunk.
And then how many other people are in the room apart from Ray's and Ash?
Let's say you just for narrative, let's say you have all pushed on the other side of the employee door. Like as part of the intimidation process, you took this guy by the collar, Sits, and pushed yourselves onto the other side of the employee door. So in this room specifically, in the distance, you would see the standoff happening between your other 2 compatriots, and behind you, Whitney, on the other side, maybe through some circular employee door windows, you would see the 3 guards amassing on the other side of the door.
Oh, okay, that's easy then. I will keep the door from letting them through using my telekinesis so that they don't become an issue for us right now.
Ooh.
Perfect.
That's my goal. Like a bar. Doot.
Easy. What does this look like? Do you just push your hand out and it just stops the door fully? Or-
I have always thought the hand stuff is kind of dorky. So, no, she just sort of
You're
thinks
just
the door
trying
shouldn't
too hard.
open, and so she focuses on keeping it shut, basically. While, and so most of what that will look like is her kind of staring at the door, like she's staring it down.
Mind bullets.
Yeah, with her sparkly eyes.
Not Ash. My apologies. Sits, it seems like that problem is no longer a problem, as what this gentleman thought was going to be his backup seems to be fully subdued. What course of action do you take with this person, if any, Sits?
I'm going to keep walking him right back to where the others are.
Okay, perfect. Quite the scene we have as the camera moves, through the hallway, and yeah, you have Ray's on, I want to say, on your knees with a gun pointed at your stack, and of course, Ash
My fine threads.
with a gun at the back of this lady's head in a standoff. What do you say, Sits, as you approach with this other hostage, ultimately in arms?
I am going to start saying very loudly and quickly, and we're rushing towards the back. We all really need to have a talk right now. And I'm gonna shoot the one that's got rays.
Oh, all right.
Just like I'm walking forward, yelling, and I'm just turn and shoot.
Nice.
I love it.
Okay. Is this I think it's a shoot and roll.
Up, remember now, up, above. Thank you.
Oh, that felt
Easy.
good. Okay.
Easy, like exactly, like
I
you
will
know,
admit that
stretching your
felt good.
legs. You just swing. Like for that brief moment, you move the gun away from the guy who you're holding hostage and just swing it towards the person pointing the gun at Ray's, and you just finish them. The other guy holding Ray's down throws back, tosses Ray's away. Ray's are kind of you're thrown to the ground. Let's move to Ash. What do you do in this moment with the woman?
I glance over my shoulder to make sure it is who I thought it was. She seems to be a higher up manager level, boss level, supervisor level. Somebody that might have some information that we're looking for. So we don't want to kill her. We want to get information probably from her. So I am going to make sure the other guy stays down so that Rays can get to him and get up and get to him. And I'm just going to keep controlling the situation with her.
Okay.
And I might even start asking some questions. Because we're here because this is one of the other endpoints for the meat market, right? From information that we got. Or this is the meat market.
This is the
This
meat
is
market.
where the organs are coming from.
The origination. Yeah.
So I'll start questioning about that. And do we know is this somebody that we would recognize even?
The woman? No.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
as you ask this very pointed question to her, like, you know, with cinematic serendipity, out of those other flapping doors, the ones I mentioned, like, seem to have steam coming out of it. You see a guy exit who is holding a bunch of like a stack of three. Probably a bunch is the wrong word. Like a stack of three styrofoam cooler
Space
containers. Space styrofoam containers. All of it looks like it's kind of slowly spritzing out little dry ice fog. And they look at you, drop what they have in their hands, and go running down the hallway.
Raise. I will
Race or raise?
raise. So I don't know if we want her to get away. I will start making my way towards him as well.
Oh yeah, we don't want her to get away.
No, I can scramble after them.
Wow. Sorry. Cat.
I get up to my knees. There's a guy who had me, push me down. Is he on the ground? Where is he? As I get up, the second guy who's not dead.
He kind of tossed you to the ground, and you see him try to scramble away, like he's moving towards that door where the guy just came out.
Okay, so the guy's running. This guy's trying to run away.
Mhm.
All right, I'll use my reinforced bulk to just knock him to the ground. Step on him, and I'll run after the other guy. If I could do that.
Sure. You go in pursuit.
Yeah, it's the guy. The guy's trying to get away. The way I dropped the organs and bolted
Mhm.
out. I mean, do we really care about that guy?
I don't know. Maybe not.
The guy that dropped the organs.
Yeah.
You assume they're
I mean,
organs.
he knows.
but
He knows
they
where
are. Whatever
came
they
from.
are.
Yeah, we're assuming they're organs.
organs.
He's the guy that knows where they came from.
All right. Well, although we could just torture the people here. You know,
I mean,
hook up their genitals to a car battery.
As
Up
one
their
is
genitals
wont
to
to
your
do.
battery.
Yeah, I have the power.
Ooh.
Literally. I am He-Man. You motherfuckers! You think you can do that to me? Yeah, if we want to, I'll do it. So let me blast this guy. I'll try to knock him down with the bulk of my frame, my reinforced frame as I run. Use that memento to knock him down, and I'll try to stop the other guy. That work?
Sure.
Does that work
Slick
for you?
Ray's move.
Slick Rays. How about no?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh shit.
Maybe I slipped in a little bit of my Android.
You read my
urine.
mind. You slip on one of the organ bags and
Yeah.
it pops under you, and you go smearing across the concrete.
But I'm gonna do it with style. Woo-hoo.
You stylishly slide off stage left, I guess.
Fuck.
No, it's very unstylish. In fact,
Yeah, I
you as you slip, you slide hard into the door jamb of that flapping door, and now that steam's billowing out. I want to say this injures one of your arms, and it for the moment will no longer camo or no longer responds to your fancy new skin.
Okay. Oh,
What does that mean for you? Does it look all metally, or does it like
it
just
probably goes back to my regular synth skin, which is probably better than. Well, what if synth skin actually is not bad? Actually, my synth skin is better because it's not plasticky.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe it goes back to whatever my regular skin tone is. I don't think it really looks plasticky. But you know what? It might. You know what it is? Because he's older. So synth skin, when he first... What did I do?
Like Max Headroom type of skin? Or?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's where it's not really outwardly fake, but it's really doesn't look that real. So yeah, be noticeable. Fuck it, let's do that.
And you can have whatever you want. For me, it just
No,
it's
I like it. I like it.
incongruous with the rest
Yes,
of your outfit.
absolutely,
It
yeah.
no longer
No, it
responds
doesn't,
to your
yeah.
requests of.
Yeah, it looks out of place and fakey.
Yeah. You also are now kind of crumpled there for a half a moment. I want to shift the focus now back to Whitney/Tiffany. You can feel it, the strain of them pushing forward, and behind them you see two new pair of eyes, and it looks like that same woman, the woman down the hall, a twin, almost, peering
same
through
model.
the door.
Okay. Well, I will. I think I'm closest to Lefty anyway, and he is also splendiferous in his brutality so far. So I will try and bring that to his attention with sort of a nudge and nod in that direction.
Okay.
Do you want me to? I don't know. Explode the doors outward on them. They're gonna get in eventually. I think is what
Those doors go
being
to the
implied.
outside of the go to the main dance floor party area.
Yeah, the main club area. Yeah.
No, put something in front of it.
Well, I
Like
think
the
she's.
entire
Well,
kitchen.
I'm also implying, not just she is implying, they will burst through eventually. They are amassing on the other side, and her telekinetics isn't gonna hold the dam forever.
Yeah, that's put something in front of the door. Block the door.
Are you trying to move some shelves or something? There's definitely shelves of booze
Yeah,
and
you
everything
said
else.
it's like a warehousey place. Is there anything that's like just a proper pallet full of shit? Because I could try and swing that in front of it.
I mean, I would definitely imagine there are pallets of of booze and stuff like that for sure. Maybe even kegs. Yeah, there's like a couple pony kegs, 15-gallon pony kegs.
Perfect.
Use containers
Okay.
of organs.
Aren't I blocking
Okay.
the door too?
Michael's like,
That's a
hey.
different door. Sorry, this is theater of the
Okay.
mind. That's a different door. That's
Okay,
the
just wanted to make
so.
sure.
Also, I should say this
I thought I
to
was
you,
down there.
Rays.
Okay, sorry.
What you see inside, what you now see inside, is you're crumpled against that other door.
Oh
the one
yes,
with
I got it now.
the-
Yeah,
the
I'm oriented. back.
ice, the cold. You can feel the wafting cold come out of there,
Mhm.
and you can see, I don't know what to call them, like floor freezers, just lining the walls all
Okay.
over, and you can see pools of what look to be dark red stains and other things further down, almost reminiscent of a meat packing plant. There are those, clear vinyl tarp things or whatever you want to call
Okay.
it that are dividing various areas to keep the cold from moving around, to keep
I found it.
they are doing business back here,
Yeah. Oh.
is what you see.
Okay.
Now the completely different door that we're talking about.
Sorry
with
about it.
Whitney-
Yeah,
No,
now I
you're
got
fine.
it.
With
You're good.
Whitney.
You're good.
Um,
So I think then what I'm trying to execute here is a real quick shift in things wherein I kind of push back the doors that they're pushing against to buy myself enough time to swing pallet thing over, because I don't imagine I can hold the door and swing pallet in the exact same moment.
very fair. Very fair.
So that's what I am attempting to accomplish,
I
and I
would
may
give it-
even become dorky enough to use my hands to help myself focus, because that sounds like it might help. Whoops! I rolled the wrong thing, but it's the same thing, so like they're both the same roll.
What the hell's going on? 9:30 came fast.
Oh, what'd you roll?
It's a setback.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
mixed
just a four.
success. Yeah,
There's
mixed success.
there's that brief moment of time, and you knew this would happen, Whitney. They kind of burst through, but they're tumbling over. The doors smack, like as they burst through. You are already mid swing with the pallet, the pony kegs, and they smash into the side of them, sending the whole, kit and caboodle into the wall. As I don't know, a 15-gallon pony keg weighs hundreds of pounds, like over 100 pounds. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the weight of a gallon of water, but it's not
8 pounds.
8 pounds. Yeah, so it's fucking heavy as fuck. Two of these things come slamming into the collection of humans. But yeah, maybe you're kind of right, because the one that looks like an identical twin to the woman down the hallway seems very unfazed from the whole ordeal and gets up, dusts themselves off.
Don't
They're
like
wearing the
that.
same clothing and stuff? Like exactly the same?
Not exactly the same clothing, no. They
Okay.
just look their
Makes
body,
sense.
their image, their hair, their eyes, but their clothing, no.
Can I do one more thing real quick?
Sure.
Seeing that, I'm going to just almost excited about it, take some psych out. Yeah, it sounds like the moment.
Take some
I don't know.
psycho.
Psych
That's
out.
her drug.
Yeah, it makes
drug of
my
choice.
psychic stuff stronger. Also, it's addictive. That's why I have the fancy eyes. It covers up my bloodshot eyes, which is how they always are otherwise.
Like The Witcher, take out that.
What's
So
the
I'll down it,
mechanical
inject it,
value?
whatever.
I know there's a mechanical component to that. Does it just give you like an advantage roll or a +1? Or?
Let me look again real quick. I actually just set it up and then I set it down.
It actually doesn't say. It just says take a bottle of Psych out. Amplify powers, addictive. So it's a
Okay,
narrative
whatever
thing.
you say then.
Perfect.
Oh, it's
I'm just
highly
reading the
addictive. Especially when the adrenaline's going, it's super hyper addictive.
And I assumed that it's a credit per, so I already spent a credit on having another one. So now I have just one.
Perfect.
That's expensive. Maybe.
Yeah.
I just assume
Good
on the
shit.
basis that it's so addictive, but I don't know.
No one
Plus,
said
I think it
heroin's
is
cheap.
supposed to
Well,
give a
probably is cheap.
mechanical edge. And I think anything that gives a mechanical edge costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then if it costs something, then I think Michael should like this should be like anime level freak out.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
Then her brain explodes when the rolls a 1.
Do her eyes get really big? Like,
Trying to think
Like
where
it has
we're at now.
advantage.
She is a little self-conscious about this. And also, she is a very professional, very refined, very much a lady. In some ways anyway. Anyway, point is, no, she has hidden it with her sparkle eyes. There is nothing except probably a sheen of sweat.
oh, okay. Like it.
She's all
Keeping it
class,
together.
boys. Don't get
That's it.
twisted.
Because this ain't summer school. There's no class, so school is in session. Ding, ding.
I think we need to steer back towards Ash. I honestly, I've been so sidetracked. My mind lost where you were, Ash. Do you remember where you were, Ash? And I think
I have a gun to
the lady's
first
head.
lady's head.
I sort of like, she's
Um,
like a James Bond villain, like Ivana on a top or something.
I want to say like I reach in a pocket and pull out some zip cuffs
Okay.
and slide them on there and tighten them down.
He came prepared to the meat market.
I mean,
I like that.
I didn't realize it was gonna
I
be a
need
date.
to. Right. So
My safe word is
No safe word.
I know.
no safe word. Yeah. My safe word is no safe word.
hot apple juice. Yeah.
I have no reason to stop you. I think that's a roll. You really, cuff her, zip tie cuff her.
I figured I already have control of her at the moment, so
Mm-hmm. In the distance, you hear doors clanking close as you assume the delivery guy has now run off into the back alley. And you would probably see that torrent of humans pushing through and the whole fiasco going on just, 100 yards down, probably not 100 yards, 50 yards or whatever away from you with what is going on with Whitney and the robot and the other guards. So you've quickly put her in shackles. What do you intend to do with her?
interrogate her. Get information from her.
Well, in this very moment, there's a bunch of people barreling down the hallway.
That was
towards you
why
guys.
I was like binding her so that I can
Absolutely.
help with that situation and not have to worry too much about her, or as much about her, I should say.
Okay.
Is there is a guy, the guy that raised shouldered. What's he doing?
He seems to be a coward, a bitch, especially
Okay.
after watching his friend get just murked. These guys talk a big talk, but when it comes down to brass tacks and bodies start dropping, they kind of lose their cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that he clearly, you can see that he's in panic mode.
Is he gone?
He seems to be trying to be. The answer is no. Ultimately,
Okay.
he seems to be tripped up in a similar manner as our friend Ray's, who literally slipped on organs, and this guy did too.
Do I
caught up in
see
the mess.
Ray's slip? Was that out of my sight?
You probably heard it more than saw it,
Okay.
because I visualized the doors a little behind you.
That's kind of what I was curious. I'll say over the comms. Ray's, you okay?
Okay.
I can't see you. That's why I asked over the comms.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Nah, yeah, I'm okay. Yes, I'm a bit tied up, but I'll be fine. I think. Yeah, I'm okay. I see that there's a kerfuffle ahead. You should help out. I'll untangle myself and join you shortly.
All right. I will bring her with me,
Okay.
but I am going to assist Whitney and Lefty.
So you find yourself in another kind of stalemate here as these two women, one in shackles, the other still dressed very nicely, absolutely gorgeous. A woman that you'd swear and probably is sculpted. I'm afraid you're just gonna have to let them go. And kind of pointedly looks at you, Ash, or let her go. I cannot let you leave here.
Well, then it doesn't matter if I let her go or not.
Well, it matters to me.
Nah. I mean, you tell me the information. You tell me what I want to know, and we'll be set. We'll be out of here. No harm, no foul.
You have actually given no to this person, but I. Pray tell, what is it you want? Since you've made it so
information.
far.
To stop you.
Logging documentation.
Yeah. Want documentation?
Invoices.
I need paperwork. I need the ledgers. I need to know where shit's going.
Processing logs is what we were told.
Yeah, processing logs and documentation. I kind of spiraled out of the sneaky realm into an all-out just all right scramble. So, I'm not saying this to her.
I appreciate the request, but you must understand, you and I, that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to just give you
No, it's gonna happen.
and give up my clientele. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, there's the easy way and the hard way. It's up to you.
Rubs the bridge of her nose, stares at you.
I'm trying to stall to give.
Absolutely. Does any of you want to
Ray
do anything while
time to
there's
get
this
over here.
stalling
He is
conversation
prepared.
happening?
At a moment, so he is gonna just kill the one sister. We've got the one tied up. She can give us information that we need. We don't
Did
need
the
to.
other people come through the door too, or just her? Like past the pallet?
They're still getting up.
Okay.
Just to clarify, there's like busted bottles everywhere, right?
Oh,
Probably, yeah.
Is
What I'm thinking,
alcohol flammable in this universe?
Yeah, why not?
That's what I was thinking too.
I just needed
Just
to know.
thinking out loud a little bit.
Yep. That works.
If there's this standoff going on, I was thinking the same thing as Lefty here. That have some leverage. I would, if bad guy, henchman number 7 is still cowering, I would make him strip off his clothes, and I would rip his clothes and start making like the Molotov cocktails, and then hold their thing, like threaten. Like, well, if you don't talk to us, I'm just going to start burning your stock. You know what I mean?
Hit him in the pocket.
Hit him in the pocket. Like, well, if you don't want to give us documentation, I like la 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 fire. Maybe, I don't know.
The cowering guy, you're trying to strip him and use his clothing as
Wicks.
Molotov cocktail materials.
You don't need those threads, or something like. Or I would.
No, that's fine. I suppose that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm not sure what role that might be for you, Raze. Maybe just another slick Raze move.
Well,
I would worry about
people.
the time on that.
Yeah,
it's,
that
it's
also
too
true.
it's too long.
Grabbing rags that might be there,
Yeah,
dish rags
stupid.
or paper towels might be easy.
That's kinda
Pauses
stupid,
while you
yeah.
tear little strips.
Well, you know what?
I mean-
I'll start breaking bottles. And
It would be
throwing
cool to
alcohol.
make him do it. That would be really
Yeah.
humiliating. But take your clothes off and make these Molotovs.
Yeah, that's what I the intimidation. But I'll just start breaking bottles and throw them in there, and
Like just throw it in.
just smash them. Yeah. Well, if you don't want to talk, then maybe fire will convince you. Maybe it'll burn your inventory. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what Razor's going to do. Because I can read people, so maybe this would be effective. Right? See if I'm doing it, if it actually works. With that.
Yeah, if you want to try and read the situation, read the people, yeah, go for it.
I think it's absolutely
may hang your head,
100%
too.
going to work. The algorithm.
This is the way to go.
I firmly believe this is the way to go. I don't know. Do I level up?
No, you level dead.
Ah, come on.
I don't think you're really risking death, but
Whatever.
suffer the full risk. The risk of what was your original plan to
Light the place on fire. If they don't just start burning, see what they do. Maybe we can get information really quick. They'll splat it out at us.
as you reach for one of the bottles, the handle breaks almost immediately, so you grab it a little too sternly, not even knowing your own robotic strength, and it splashes all over you, and you're already kind of fucked up circuitry that like a tiny little spark, and you're kind of engulfed in flame. It doesn't hurt you that much because you're robot-iness.
Yeah.
But, you're definitely on fire.
That was unexpected.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm
Okay.
on fire.
All right.
You should just run through the.
We have to go.
Sit.
We should take her and leave this way. I'm
Yeah.
pointing out the back door because we have probably like 5 to 7 seconds before this place goes out because of Torch Boy over here.
How did we think fire was going to help this situation? I never understood that part. Myself.
I think
He's
it
a
was
fire
kind of
lover.
intimidation.
Trope. I think.
It was an intimidation. Like if I burn their stock, maybe that would force them. Like, oh, he's going to do it. They'll give us whatever we needed to know. They keep their profit. We get the information. That was my take.
But you
I
rolled one.
want the camera
But-
to swing over to Whitney for a second.
Didn't work.
your good android buddy just self-immolated on accident. A little spontaneous combustion on his part. Seeing this standoff, what do you do, Whitney?
You know, I just took some psych out, so I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling great. I think we're actually fine. There's no problems really here. And so we've got the one robot, and we can probably dismantle it and take its data core, and that should be all we need, right? Really? Or do we
Yeah.
still need something here? Do we think? Like, what would I think? Do I believe that I would still need something here, or would I believe that the data core of somebody who clearly is in on it would be sufficient? Because the goal basically is to have an idea of where the deliveries are going, and it seems to me like this might be somebody who knows that anyway.
I would argue that this individual, I mean, even though they're robot, might know a good deal.
Synthetic
To have a full itinerary of all the like where all the orders are, like maybe hundreds, if not thousands of different destinations, that they wouldn't necessarily be able to regurgitate that verbatim.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Does telepathy work on robots?
Rays, what do you think?
Well, isn't basically like a mind just all chemicals and neurons and electricity too? Just like an android's mind?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think,
That's
you know.
my knowledge. An android doesn't really exist in the real.
No, I'm just
being an
thinking.
asshole. I'm just saying, like, I don't. Whatever you want it to be, ultimately.
I think if we want to really think about it, you know, I would say the brain is all chemically and almost. I don't know. Maybe not as effective. I don't know, but I think it would work.
Okay.
That's
In that
actually
case,
that's a great question, and I like it, but
Well, I think
I'm going to keep that in
I
mind
give
and
it to
work for
Ray's.
you.
I give it to Race because he is an android, ultimately. And whether or not he wants people digging around his head that way or not, I will leave it up to him or not.
Yeah, which she might do, by the way.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it would work.
Okay, perfect. Then I would like to wrench the information from her mind, if I possibly can, of where we can find this information. Where does she really want us not to go?
Perfect.
Because you're digging into neurons too and stuff, into neural pathways. So this is just all electric-y and plasticky instead of organic material. I don't know.
And dude,
You get a very clear image, like it's this 3D kind of spin image, and you can see that it's like an office that's sequestered off from you can see like a big bay window that overlooks it's like a meat packing plant, but what you see is what do they call it? Long pig people being harvested for all their various parts.
Ooh.
It's effectively a factory floor. Rays would, maybe if they could see this vision, recognize what used to be an arena where the old arena used to be. Now it's been completely remodeled and turned into a facility for harvesting people and their parts.
Ooh.
But in this room, kind of control room / office, you see a bunch of consoles and like an itinerary, big lists of their shipments and stuff like that. And just because it's 5, you also get flashes of them typing in the passcode, so you can get into that data if you can find that room.
awesome.
But it seems like it's somewhere in their processing facility.
Awesome. Because of the psych out, can this be a painful experience for the robot? I'd like that.
Yeah, I love it. Like how like they reel back and they feel the data being ripped from them, almost like having memories actively erased that you're trying to access somehow.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Smell of
Scrambling as
burning
I go.
information.
Like you hear this digitized, glitched out scream as you do it, and it gets all halted as you suck it from them. As you-
I'm smiling about that.
I might have missed this. Are these women robots?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
I somehow totally missed that.
So yeah, you extract this Whitney, and they go limp and kind of slump down. You know they're not dead, but they're fatigued, like you've drained their battery. So to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do? Let's go to Ash. Ash, I think you were originally we spoke to you, and then we kind of jumped back. You tied the lady up. She probably just watched her her cohort have their memory and data drained. Probably freaking out a little. Actually, no. They seem calm, eerily calm.
I look at Whitney and I'm like, so we don't need her, right?
Not really.
All right, then I take her out and
I take her out. Shrug.
yeah, do the they're androids.
Wow.
No offense, Ray.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
joking.
I'm on fire.
Earmuffs.
Feeling.
Earmuffs.
He's not here right now. He's in a
Yeah,
different
take
room.
him out.
Yeah, he's on fire.
I'm trying to
He's
put
on
myself
fire.
out.
That's true, yeah.
The movie Romulus. Those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will
Just call
go
me
over
Andy.
and help we still have the guys trying to get in.
They seem pretty fucked up. I just want to.
Okay.
You know, they got fucked
So
up
I'll
by
go-
the 180 or 200 pounds of beer that crushed them as they entered the door.
I'll go help Ray's and make sure he gets put out.
Grab a fire extinguisher. Shoot him.
As I move over there, yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
And then we can move to did you tell us what we're looking for?
I definitely would say that we need to get to where the arena was on the basis that it probably looks like an old arena.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would. Okay, good. Yeah.
Ray's, where's the arena?
Like so just to give you guys like like you know how like there's the box or like where the announcers, the commentators would sit, that kind of thing, like that is where the control room where you see the operation management stuff like that looks down, probably not the same size as a stadium or something like that, but it looks down into a large kind of manufacturing floor that at one time was the arena and has now been reconfigured to do this operation.
Yeah.
So
But I figured I thought he knew this place in the arena from back in the day.
he did. Yeah.
So
Is the arena? I mean, I don't know if we can all talk like this, but is the arena in this building?
that's what it sounded like.
Isn't it under?
Yep.
I'll leave it on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Literal underground fight club kind of thing.
Am I not on fire anymore, or am I still on fire?
Let's just go ahead and say
I-
you have the lady in cuffs and you guys are no longer under direct.
Oh wait, I killed the lady in cuffs.
Oh, that's right, you did. So
And then
We can
that's
still
when I
have
then
her
moved,
though.
and I moved. Then I moved to
We can weaken at Bernie's.
that's when we started discussing
Mm.
getting to the arena after I got Ray's out.
Okay, then yeah, Ray. So you've been patted, or
Okay.
someone
Fire
assisted you and
extinguished.
stopped, dropped, or fire extinguished.
Yeah. Is that guy still here? The cowering guy?
I think you should also have a new hindrance called a little bit melty.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna grab that guy. Is that guy armed?
He's
Cowering
got both
guy?
his arms. Yeah, nobody took him off.
No, armed with a weapon.
You know.
I rip his arm though.
Yeah, they all had weapons on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab his weapon because now Ray's is a little melty and charred. His hair's burnt. Not that he's really emotional, but he's like, all right, I can't. If somebody's gonna come at me again, he's just gonna start letting rounds go to protect, just a buffer. Doesn't care what. Yeah, exactly.
Shoot in random directions.
Yeah, he's gonna, do it like in New Jack City.
Yeah.
Pow, 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 pow. So he's gonna grab it, like, okay, all right. A little crusty. He's like, okay, his voice is a little burnt. Hey, the modulator.
Yeah.
Like looks like Bill the Cat from Bloom County back in the day. Yeah, if I know where this is with his head underground, and I'll say let's get this done.
Marching forward, led by Ray.
Smokey, just call me
Rays.
Smokey.
I keep wanting to call you Ray.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fire Marshal
Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Led by him, you guys are able to pass through the labyrinthian catacomb like hallways and find yourself like as you were passing through, there were a lot of workers who all were startled and would run off. And did you guys harass them, or did you just let them go about their way? Basically, people of employ down here.
No. The workers down here. I mean, are we eliminating every?
They're good union jobs, It's hard to get. No, I'm kidding.
Like, I mean, they are just trying to work for a buck.
Give them dirty looks and make sure they run.
Body Harvester Union 351.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be former butchers. No.
We can kill them later.
I guess the main is to get the data, get all that stuff first.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah,
Unless you just want me to start shooting them randomly. Hold.
I don't think we're murder hobo yet.
No, I'm kidding. I would not do that.
I know.
I'm crispy, but I'm not homicidal yet.
Yeah, no, I think we give them dirty looks and let them move on their way.
If you interfere with us, we will kill you.
Pretty much.
They give very little protest until you make it to the office, where very clearly some people have bunkered themselves in to some degree, as best you can in this type of facility. You can see they're brandishing weapons. As you approach, you could probably see through windows. They have, glass windows around, so they can see people moving. But yes, you could see they've bunkered themselves in. It looks like they've put chairs and stuff up against the windows.
Yeah, you guys picked the wrong room to hide out in. See, this is the one room that it's gonna be. We're gonna get in there.
That sounds like a really lousy barricade, too, honestly. A bunch of furniture behind glass.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option was more bodies, and they probably weren't.
I mean, they need the bodies. That's money. So
Use what you've got. I'm just saying.
How do you approach
the bodies
this?
are more expensive.
Well, Rays will hang back a little bit. Let the military guys,
Okay.
Fitz and Ash, kind of tell us what
mean,
to do, because he's
we
smelling
have
his own
any-
skin. He's getting a little weirded out. The algorithm's glitching.
Do we have any explosives? We could breach the door.
I tried that, so I'm not.
Aren't you the explosives guy?
I am. I don't have any like C4 or anything on me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you want me
Yeah,
to spit on the handle?
look
Maybe
around.
you could light it
Make
up.
some.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I cobble together some
Toner from the copy machine.
some breaches?
MacGyver.
Something to. Have I seen anything around that may have allowed me to basically make a bomb? But it's
Dry
really
ice
more
bombs.
breach. I'm more thinking breach.
Organ bombs?
Yeah, you saw row after row of chest freezer. That's the fucking phrase I'm looking for. Chest freezers labeled with, liver, lung, spleen, kidney, brain, whole head. As for
I need
things
some.
that may be explosives.
Let's get an overcharged freezer unit. We'll put it on it, and then it'll fracture the door.
I mean, this is super techno future time. Maybe they have these big panels on them. They're self-regenerating freezer units that have internal cooling mechanics that do all kinds of fancy stuff. And yeah, maybe they have a battery system on there that makes sure that they stay online even during brief power outages. And yeah, sure, why not? You could overload something if you want.
There's a bunch of rust and stuff. I get a bunch of rust and some aluminum shavings. I make thermite. As I'm going, I'm a thermite paste, and I
thought your name's Ash, not fucking Colonel MacGyver.
I burned down the burned like a opening into the door.
As you begin to light this fire, your makeshift with your rust file, your aluminum shavings and rust that you've acquired, and you're able to create a fire at the door of the office. As it begins to bloom, as the fire begins to spread a little bit, you hear an alarm go off. And an announcement that says, Cold Chapel lockdown. And then you'll hear a klaxon, and it'll say again, Cold Chapel lockdown.
Where's the closest door that seems to include that?
How do you mean? Oh, like a klaxon alarm thing?
No, like a door that is like the door that would be the one that locks.
You pass through some like double doors that could definitely lock for sure.
More than
you
one
made your
set?
way through. Say that again.
More than one set.
Oh yeah. As you made your way through.
So you want to override that, Ash?
I am going to run down the hallway, jamming open every single door that seems to be like that. You guys can figure out the rest.
So we're getting into that room at the moment.
Okay. The fire continues to bloom, and it is definitely filling the space with some smoke, and is burning through. Give it another 2 minutes, and you'll definitely be in. You'll also have a fire that you probably cannot control as well.
Yeah.
So, yes, as you guys wait let's give names. Sits. You're doing a roll to try and
Keep the doors from closing.
well, we could do survival if you really if the adrenaline kicks in and you go into survival mode.
Yeah, this is just that, like the ingenuity of just like the,
Yeah.
figuring out the best, just following instinct to do the best thing.
Huge.
Nice.
You're able to prop open every door going back, and make sure that they stay completely open, locking them open effectively. As you do that, the camera comes back. Rays, what are you up to as the fire begins to spread across the door, and eventually will give way, opening your way towards the control room?
Right now he's, Sitz did his thing. Tiffany and Ash, she's going to get the data. So he really is really upset that his skin kind of got melty. He just got it. His coiffed hair is burnt. No, it's a little poor programming, cursing the glitching algorithm. So he's going to try to make himself useful, and I guess make sure that if anybody comes out of the woodwork, he'll deal with them. And then there's people inside, right? Are they trying to get out from this burning barricade? Are they trying to force their way out? Or is there like another exit they might be going out?
Does not seem that they're trying to force their way out. No.
Okay. All right. So he's going to stand by to be guided by what they're like, hey, do A, B, or C. So he's standing by to be directed.
Run at the door until it breaks.
I could do that. I'm already crispy. I could have
It's
at
halfway
it.
burnt through. Maybe.
Yeah.
You're
All
bulky.
right. Yeah. Okay. Why not? I'm all fucked up already.
Just don't crack your frame or anything or bend it. Just align it.
I will line back, crash through it. Enough of this standing around bullshit.
Give me a slick raise move. You're already fucked up. Yeah, as people said.
Keeping it going.
Did you just roll a mother truck and one?
Oh wow.
No.
Well,
That's your second one.
Yeah. I'm consistent this evening. So yeah. Let's do it. I've got this. Don't worry. Stand back, Tiffany and Ash. I will crash through it. It'll go in heroic mode.
Brian, I know you sent me a big long backstory for
it's all right.
for Raise this afternoon, and I read it and I enjoyed it. But I think you're risking your life right now. And I think you just may have killed yourself in this act. Now, I also argue that you're an android, and I just mentioned that there's stacks and stuff like that. So maybe your friends can bring you back. I'm not sure.
It's okay. Yeah, but this is fine. This is what happens when he went in heroic
How does
mode.
he die in this situation? I want to hear that. I want the mechanism. I want the physics on that one.
Yeah, he queued up, the heroic voice. I'll break through. Don't worry. Stand back. My reinforced frame.
Once more into the breach.
Yes, once more. Yeah, so I'll recite that. Yeah, the Henry V, right?
I don't remember.
We band of brothers. We few. We band of brothers. He'll recite that and barge through. But I would like to say he gets through, makes a bigger hole, but just he reignites himself.
And you're first over the wall, so to speak, and they unload into you.
Too.
As you breach.
Yeah, I like that too. I was going to say that too.
Unload.
Yeah,
in almost a blaze of glory, you get filled full of lead, filled full of
It's like Peter Weller in RoboCop when they just let loose
Exactly.
on him. He'd be like a marionette, just cut the strings, dancing. He's on fire too, and he'll recite, the Shakespearean Henry the.
Bullets literally causing you to dance. You're so riddled with them.
What's wrong to the breeze? And all his voices will cycle. All the strange accents will come through, and then.
Just because I love the cinema of it. How do you die? How does you die, and how does that cause everybody in this room to either go unconscious and or die in response? It's up to you on choosing whether or not those that just killed you die or they just go unconscious and horribly maimed.
Yeah, I don't think anything if his expires, like maybe his voltics, emits like this probably noxious substance as it leaks out of him, or maybe it ignites and they'll go on fire.
You're lined with space asbestos.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, if you light that stuff up, it's real toxic.
It's toxic. Yeah, it's very toxic. So it's fleeting. So I think as he went in and then they punctured him, peppered him full of holes, all that stuff leaked out, mixing with the thermite, created this toxicity.
So accidentally created mustard gas.
Yeah, I was just gonna say mustard gas. Yeah. So let's keep the martial themes going from Henry V. It's Henry V, right? It is. Shakespeare.
I'm too dumb and uncultured.
Something.
I just quote.
Yeah, it was a martial thing. And then made mustard gas. Let's go from medieval type times to World War I. So it's quick though. It dissipates very quickly.
Yeah, like a flash in the pan, like the oil and grease hits the fire with thermite and everything else.
Yeah.
And a big plume of this toxic, acrid, acidic gas fills the room and the lungs of everybody in there. But it could, and you hear them cough. All of you would now hear them begin to cough and try to themselves file out as the people that were barricaded in there are now all grabbing at their throats and pressing out into the hallway where you guys are. Do you react at all, or do you let them go, for lack of a better term? Some of them are coughing incredibly violently, and some of them that made it slightly down the hall are collapsing and convulsing in coughs.
These are people that just lit up.
They just murdered Reyes, for lack of a better term.
No,
he was probably going to murder
Ash
them too,
is every one of them they see. Every one of them he sees, he's putting one between the eyes. They just killed his friend.
So you're sparing them the slow death they would have
Sorry,
otherwise?
this is the same guy who was like, whatever, they're just an android. Literally, like 20 minutes ago, you killed
he's my
someone
friend.
with
Yeah, there's a lot of
weren't my
racist
friend.
people who care about their minority child. So.
I'm not racist. I have an android friend.
Ray's one of the good ones, Michael.
Ray's was one of the good ones. Yeah.
I'm sorry if you made it this far. Not there's anything
not
to
the
cancel.
good guys.
Please don't
I just
cancel.
Yeah, number one, we're not the good guys, and problems still persist in the 25th century.
So you
things are not kind.
plug them one by one as they file out, grasping at their throats, already choking on the nauseous gas that's filled their lungs and sinuses. You know what's happening. All of you are well aware of these types of incidents with older model androids that use these power cells. It's one of the reasons they were outmoded and eventually end of life. There's safety concerns in case of fires and accidents. These things would happen. So you guys are fully versed in what's going on. So you let it pass. ultimately. But the klaxons are still going as this is happening. This all happens over the course of like 10, 15 seconds, right? They come filing out. What do you guys do? Klaxon's still ringing. Now smoke of all different forms is filling the air. You aren't going to suffer deadly harm, at least not immediate. You're probably exposed to some pretty awful shit, but, that's a problem for a different day.
Ash,
What do you guys do? Sorry, go on.
can you remotely get it so we don't have to go in there? We need to get the data. If
is
someone has to go
is
in
there
there,
a terminal out here that I can use?
After all that, I would say no.
How about-
No.
I died. You gotta get in
I'm
there.
not letting you. Like, Ray's already
Yeah, there's one like
no.
right next to you.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
okay.
Damn, we could have used.
That's a thermite bomb.
So
Yes.
That was
So-
silly.
I have healing nanobots that might make this a little less painful for me, and I could maybe try and get in there while it's kind of wafting away a little.
Suffer.
Okay.
And then basically I just need to put it on one of the data drives we brought with us for
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
But is there? I don't know. Basically, she's going to ask Ash for any pointers right before she goes in. Like, is there?
Yeah, he'll be like, yeah,
Mind the
kind
burning
of
android.
walking through the basics of what's gonna happen and how to do it.
Okay.
Like a preemptive helping out.
So this sounds like you're being helped by an ally. They roll their skill die and share the risk. Take the highest roll. So you could probably roll your hacking, ultimately, because you're instructing her, and then she can roll what she was going to
Can
roll.
I roll that?
I think I would just do a generic roll or my keeping cool roll.
Probably keeping cool, yeah. But Ash already gave it to you.
I know. I'm still gonna roll because that is
Oh,
what rule followers do.
Am I following the rules correctly? That sounds like they're how they're meant to be
Yeah.
used.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
all
you take
roll.
a high.
You don't want. Yeah.
Perfect. You hack your way through, literally and figuratively. You push through the opening that Ray's cleared. You see his mangled body stretched across a console. Thankfully, not the one you need access to. Ray's, maybe in those last flickers of life, you see her working at the console, hacking her way in, almost pushing like the smoke and stuff out of her eyes as she taps away at the console and jacks the drive in. I'll give you, Whitney, a moment in here with Ray's if you want, as you the cinema of it, that there's like a little meter going up, that loading bar, the copying bar, right, as you're downloading all the data. It's going to take 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah, I don't imagine either Whitney or Tiffany to be a particularly compassionate or tender person.
No. I'll
So
just
what I imagine
the
is
idea
that
that
she
if
will.
she's still role playing Tiffany, having a conscience in this moment or something. Anyway, go on,
A
sorry.
meta psychopath.
You gotta wear your costume well. Anyway,
exactly. Yeah.
I believe her pragmatic take on this would be doing whatever she can to rip his sleeve, or no, not sleeve, stack out to get it
Okay.
with us. Yeah, including if he's still alive a little bit.
He'll just to rip it out and be like,
Do you
the
say anything
Terminator
to him?
thumbs
I
up.
just want you to say something very sweet, like this is going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts me, as you grab
Honestly,
the back of
no.
his neck and
Nah,
rip it
she
out.
just snaps it,
She
and
just
he's
she gets
yeah.
it. At least.
No funny quips.
No.
Okay, fine.
No, that's not her.
he'll do a thumbs up like
Terminator thumbs up.
burnt up.
Perfect.
Do I need to do anything to get that out of him?
I want to say no.
Okay.
It's okay.
Because your assisted hacking was so good with a 10.
Mm.
that you were able to really get in there quick, and it gives you a lot of time to.
I don't
Go ahead.
mind dying, like Ray's dying and having a new character. It's
Sure.
okay.
Well, this way it's totally up to you anyway.
It is. Yeah, narratively, it's up to you.
Now, you know what? I would rather him perish. Like, she can't really get the stack. It's either take the stack or do the thing. Because I think it's more cinematic. I like that type of ending where, there's not a second chance. He did what he did, and it failed, and,
It could just be. Think of it like sleeves are so expensive. Ultimately, she can save you, but whether or not you ever get put in another body is
Right, exactly, yeah.
up to
You could
narrative
just be in
circumstance.
storage for a while, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Or sell it.
You could be made into a little bit of
Sell
piece
it.
of
There you
jewelry,
go.
Yeah, jewelry, yes.
put into a stocking for
Yeah.
a Christmas stocking gift for
You
somebody.
do that with ashes now,
Can you
right?
imagine how fucking
True.
Jewelry
dark that
thing.
would be as another android, like a human walking around with someone's, like the symbol of the
An
consciousness
android
of an
stack.
android as a fucking keepsake necklace, like it's nothing. Like
There are people around you today in the real world who are walking around with the ashes of their loved
Oh,
ones
yeah, true.
smushed down into jewelry.
Yep.
yeah, but this feels like more an affront to androids specifically.
Yeah.
Human, sure. Android, maybe as a keepsake, like a reminiscent, a memorial. But human android.
I don't
feels
know.
More...
I think it would be a loving gesture that somebody would do. Not me, but somebody.
I like it. I love this conversation. If we had time, but let's discuss that. But I like it a lot.
The
So
alarms are
yet
going
again, we're
off.
walking away in flames. Is that going to be our thing, you guys?
Yes.
I think the flames
Yeah.
are out, right? There's no flames.
Oh, are
anymore.
they? Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
The gas and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that's gonna
But
be
yes.
our team.
Metaphorically, spiritually, yes. we're
Everything.
walking away
Yes,
with
it all
flames.
I
ties
kind of
in.
like just having the fire anyway, maybe.
It
I
reignites.
are good.
Burst of O2 comes into the room.
The Cold Chapel lockdown is still going on, but the doors have been let open. You guys notice that there's this gas seeping across, like out of the vents now, slowly creeping around all of your ankles.
Uh-oh.
You reckon that this gas was meant to collect in the space. However, as Sitz made it very successfully, propped open all the doors, this toxic gas begins to leak into the club proper. And you begin to hear screams as people realize that what they're smelling is like horrible gas that is killing them, and you hear hacking and coughing and then screams, followed by the cacophony of a crowd going into panic mode.
We should get out of here.
The thrush of human beings all panically rushing towards the exits as the building disgorges the humans inside. Yeah. What do you guys do in this moment?
Go the other way.
Yeah.
Go away.
You take the back route of the delivery guy, the
Yeah.
escape route of the delivery guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You hear as you burst out into being bathed back in the neon, and the soft drizzle of acid rain touches off on all of you. Across the alley, you can hear the screams of people as they rush out of the building. You guys have a minute here. Do you call your lift Uber?
I personally slump with a headache as I start coming down, and all these lights are too much.
I'll help.
Do you go fully lightheaded? Do you faint?
I don't faint, but I definitely slump.
I think we should maybe walk a little bit away
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
disappear, then go home.
Be elsewhere.
Yep. We can
Yeah,
blame
we
it all
saved a
on
commercial
Rays.
break as you guys walk into that neon-drenched light down an alleyway down a street covered in lights. All four of you just making your way. As the show comes back, that final 5 minutes they give you, or 2 minutes before credits,
Yeah.
because they're just assholes that want to sell more commercials.
Yeah, exactly. Fuckers.
Thanks for the 1.5 minutes of moral at the end of this episode,
Yeah.
followed by 5 minutes, Chris. Anyway, you guys sat back down. You're like right where we began. You are staring at the camera comes in at the diner window, the space diner, the space booth, as you're eating your space burgers and space Benedicts. The hollow vein is pleased. Another beautiful job. They're extracting the encrypted data now. Hopefully they can get back to you quickly for some more operations. You have been nothing but phenomenal for them, ultimately. They're sorry about the unfortunate loss of your cohort.
Will they reimburse the property damage of the android?
Get insurance. We'll get your receipt.
Just submit your space receipt for.
Excuse me. Maybe. I mean, you guys are definitely in their good graces for sure. So anything's possible if you want to negotiate or do that.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
extra credit
But-
for you guys should take.
Absolutely.
Hey, we could get a badass sleeve and put Rays in that.
Yeah, much better than that last piece of shit.
Hey, he had some charm.
And they are also pleased that ultimately you guys probably shut down a huge operation being run by the Red Market. You may not have stopped them entirely, but you shut down an absolutely massive operation. So
Yeah, we absolutely crippled them with all that death. Perhaps that was a little bit of a bonus.
It's like
bonus.
that's just yeah. If you kill all the bad guys, then you can just go about your business.
It's so
Right.
relaxing. Yeah.
It is. It's quiet.
We did some murder.
You don't have any. You're not
There you go.
rushed.
Y'all get your
No
D6
rush.
plus 1. There you go. Credit. Your bonus credit.
Do we roll our own,
That's what it says.
or do we roll? I know it's. Do we get a group? Everybody gets the same, or we? It's too vague.
No, it's not. It
Yeah.
says if you get paid, each character gains D6 credits and plus 1
No.
corp rep.
There we go. We all get 7.
Is that how you guys want to play?
I think that is what we did last time. Is we all
Okay.
That is, we all got 3. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
'cause-
everybody got the same.
That is
Yeah.
a
Like,
huge
whoever-
bonus. You probably can't afford a new sleeve for Rays if you wanted. But yeah, job well done, guys. I would be okay with any of the episode here. I don't know if I have any more content, so to speak, for you right
Oh,
now.
that's good. It's
Don't
perfect
forget
timing.
to also get a skill up, right? You increase 1 skill from a
Yes.
job.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And you get plus 1 street cred.
So we got 2 now. Well, this
think.
group has 2 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
From last job and this job. So you get 2. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Street
2
cred
total.
and Hollow Vein cred
Yeah.
are both at
'Cause
2.
you fought injustice, so you're gonna get corp rep and street rep with the Hollow Vein.
So
Now-
plus 2 for both, right?
What?
Plus 2 for each, then, I think, is what was said.
And now that there is a potential that we'll have a new character coming in, Are we sticking to only using inter-system blues, or can characters from other rule sets be pulled in?
I mean, I'd say within reason, I'm okay with. But it seems very straightforward and simple. I'm not sure you can really min max it in the same kind of nonsense ways you can with D&D stuff. So,
No.
I would just choose one from 2400. I would.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. There's other 2-page sheets that are just
Sub-games.
different characters that, like, origins and stuff that you can do.
I mean, as long as you're willing to keep track of it and plug everything in where you want to plug it in, I mean, I don't mind. Like I said, as long as it seems within reason and isn't like I'm gonna play a barbarian in a cyber tech or a cyberpunk universe. You know, no, I wear furs and have horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not too what's the word, anachronistic or incongruent with the setting, I don't really mind.
I'm saying I think
Cool.
Doug has like a whole bunch of them, don't you?
What? I don't know how many I've given out to everybody.
Yeah.
I have like 9, I think, different ones.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I probably would just stick with 2400.
No, Brian, this is not 2400. This is one sub game of 20. That's part of the 20. These are 2400 is like a generic system, and what we're playing now, Inter-System Blues, is like one tweaked version, which is supposed to feel like
I gotcha.
cyberpunk stuff. Whereas like there's one that's Alien,
Right.
where that has a stress rule. There's one that's Ocean's 11 style heist.
Okay.
But all the mechanics are basically the same, but there's variations of the character types on each different one. You might see something else that interests you.
Okay.
That could be.
Yeah, it's like a difference in theme and motif more.
Yes,
than...
they're like sub themes within the.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if I can just put the whole.
Not too weird. I'd
folder up.
No, I wouldn't go crazy.
There's one of them is actually D&D. So just be aware when you start reading it, like, why is there a dragon and a wizard?
I would be like, oh, I'm a tiefling counter-insurgent, military expert.
Yeah, some of them are more like post-apocalyptic sci-fi. Some are very much space sci-fi.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a couple that give you a ship.
There's ships involved. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll look at them. And worst comes to worst, I'll pick what we just the Inner City Blues. I'll just add my flavor.
I'm gonna try something, and I don't know if it'll work, but I happen to have a zipped file.
Ooh. Zippity doo dah. Zippity.
364 megabytes. I don't think I can put that on Discord.
No.
Might be a little too much.
Oh, Google Drive. I'm gonna put it up in Google Drive, and then I'll send out a link for everybody.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let me
Thank you so much.
Or you could go spend like $6 and get it all.
I'll do it. I'll spend the money.
Go to itch.io and do it.
Itch.io. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. It's only money. Come on, Douglas. I spend money like crazy.
Plus, you might have updated. There might be things that I don't have yet.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's co.com. Yeah, okay.
Super
duper.
Jason Tachi, 2400.
I have been muted. Stars and wishes, Brian.
Stars were thank you for everybody for putting up with Ray's and my quirkiness. It was a lot of fun playing, and Michael too. Stars for creating this world, this vivid techno Cronenbergian, which is right up my alley. So everybody, thank you for indulging me, my quirkiness, and Michael for making the world. My wishes were I rolled a little bit better because I kind of liked Ray's, but that's me. I like to world build and build characters, and I know you could have all this fun stuff, and then oh shit's gonna wipe out all those attaboys. So, but it was fun. I liked my death. my death was pretty cool, cinematic. So very John Woo-esque too. Lots of bullets flying and blood spattering. So thank you, one and all.
You poison them all to death with your nauseous
Yes, I like that too. Yeah.
emissions and stuff. So
And thank you for putting up with. I really love these Google effects. This is so. As you see, I kept doing this. I could actually look down at my glasses.
oh,
Like, hey,
the
what did you say? So thank you. Thank you.
Doug, stars and wishes.
Stars. I very much appreciate this is not some run-of-the-mill cyberpunk game.
Yep.
I was a little leery going into it because I'm not a huge fan, but the sheer amount of death and blood and the sheer lack of like massive amounts of hacking is more up my alley.
Yeah. Yeah, the occasional here and there hacking stuff. Yeah. But everything is just a hacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of takes the fun out of the fucking get. Like, I just
Right. Oh, so I just sat in my room and did all this
solved all
stuff.
the world's
Like,
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As for wish or more than one, I don't have any. I think things are going along pretty well. I like what's been happening. I look forward to what's going to happen.
Perfect.
And I put up a link to the
Awesome.
the guy's page to buy. It's $6. You buy all. It's 20. Yeah, you get for $6.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
awesome.
20 things.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Like you said, $6. I'm
And
having enough fun with
Paid
it.
more for a burger.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
and I encourage people to look down farther because there are more 24XX games by other people that he links to, like big ones on the same place. So there's some real weird titles out there.
Awesome.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank
It's
you.
fun stuff.
Grace, stars and wishes.
No wishes either, but I feel like we really clearly set the definition, the foundation for what kind of group this is very, very quickly and brutally, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep. We are still going to get our ass kicked at some point. Although I guess Ray's did.
True. We'll probably get picked off. But.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who have I missed? Bobby? Stars and wishes?
Stars. I liked the story, and I like Doug said, I like the fact that it's not that hack everything, do everything with hacking rolls and everything. This is bloody and we're getting into it. And it's not we're in a ship shooting at each other, like having dogfights and stuff. But I like this flavor of cyberpunky space where it's we're not flying planet to planet, but we're in futuristic times. I like it. And my wish is that we get a different font.
It's been chosen. New font.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, don't apologize. Like I said, it was the most. I'm not sure choice I made in the whole thing, so I will look for new font.
That's the tester in me.
No, I don't. No, I said I was very.
Yeah, no, I know.
About changes, so. My star is you guys for playing along, of course, and Ray's for throwing his body into it, throwing the character into it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. You know, a lot of characters can play real wishy-washy or stand out like their characters are precious. And
Right.
you know, sometimes for the narrative and for the fun, you need to risk. You take a little risk, and so I appreciate you as a player for playing that risk because I think it adds a lot of entropy and fun to the game.
Thank you. I had fun doing it.
And depth for the other characters around you because their character had that experience. So, and yeah, my wish is to find a good font, and I think I know why we kept overwriting each other. I basically gave everybody all permission, so every time I would close a window or anybody, it would just overwrite what we were doing. So as long as I set up the permissions proper, you shouldn't be overwriting each other's stuff on your sheets. So, yeah. I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys had a
great
ton
time.
of fun. I love this kind
Always
of
have
weird,
fun.
macabre, blood bullshit, and just being really crazy with it.
No.
Yeah, it was good.
It is 22:01. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night,
you.
I
everybody.
had a great time.
Thank you.
Straight
Bye,
home, everybody.
guys.
Yeah,
night.
see y'all later.
Sure.
Bye.
Take care.
Have a
brush
good
your
week.
hair.
Bye bye.
You too.